This is Hobbyist Miniature Chronicles. This is we're getting down there, people. We're getting down there. This is the next video on the Abomination. So I went through and did the rest of the scales off the camera, and I did a little bit of bone. Got a little happy and was looking at it. So all I did was I took the dusty skull that I did for the scales on the last video, and I added a little bit of pallid bone on top of it, and it just makes it look more darker instead of more brighter. But I was kind of going for that look because it took that tone down on the scales and made it just 10 times, in my opinion, nicer looking for me. But today we're gonna finish up his scales. I'm gonna start doing the faces. I'm just doing his claws and stuff. I like the way you can use the speed paints and it mixes with it, but that's all I'm doing in these. Now, I know there's you could probably, in some of the videos, depending on where you stop it, you can see some great parts like in there. I'm not going to get in there with a paintbrush and try to paint that. So my best bet is to leave it. Trying to get this fur. I have 3 cats. And there we go. 3 cats and always a problem. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll, start painting this. And then we'll start lining that up with different. Oh yeah, it just, when you start doing like the bigger pieces, it just starts coming together. I mean, look at that, guys. Look at that. Come on, guys and girls. Yeah, it's looking good, and it's making me happy. I'm not rushing this. Yeah, I'm trying to get videos done, but it's like I'm not really trying to rush this. I'm just painting at a speed that I know is good. And let's mix it a little bit. That get that claw. But I mean, yeah, I just like the way it looks. And that pallid bone is making it look really nice too. I wasn't trying to mix it at first, but I think I like that. And then we're gonna wear it up again. But so anyway, last video I was talking about the bases and magnetizing all the guys. I am 3D printing the little battlement terrain. I found these on, someone has them on, I think it's either printables with Aniverse, but it creates a whole little square for the room for the guys that are in, and these walls just sit in there to close off what is not accessible. And I've printed 3 of them, but they look so cool, and I'm like, this is actually pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, so when I paint my stuff, I do the slap chop method, but I don't speed paint the slap chop method, if that makes sense. And I don't care about all the different methods that people have out there. I like the way I do it with my method. It's like I dry brush everything, which I do the whole slap chop, then do the white zenithal with the black, the gray, the white, and then I just paint over the colors. I mean, I use some speed paint sometimes, but mostly that's for just a coat on the base. This actually looks really cool. It's getting hard to get into that behind him. Yeah, not too bad. I think the last video I'll just do the blood and guts, and then I'll do all the red, the blood and guts, and see how it goes. And then I think he's done. Yeah, after I paint the base black. Once I paint that base black, he's pretty much done. So let me just get that speed paint going everywhere on that. And then what I'll do is I'll probably just like raise the just do the highlights on the raised parts, which would be this stuff. I keep forgetting not to put so much paint on. I like to like not put a lot of paint on the brush, but it's not bad. Oh man, I gotta get my hand to rest for a second. Oh, that is one thing I hate. Is like my hands go numb from time to time. But that's usually, I think it's more because I'm working, I'm using my hands. So, depending on which angle they're at. But I've had that happen for a good while now, so I want to get it checked out, but every time I get something checked out, it's like, oh, you got something wrong with you. And I don't like that. Doctors are not fun half the time. I don't like going to them. I don't like talking to them. I know they're there for helping you, but sometimes the bills just come out way heavier than you thought, and you're like, damn. But I know my body's telling me, hey, you need to go get some help, get it fixed, come back, and you're good. So all I'm doing is kind of just taking the speed paint with that skull and then just hitting the pillar with it. I'm trying to look at it and then see. Yeah, this is becoming more and more like seeing the end game. It's like, yeah, it's the end game. So I pulled out the Black Plague when I was organizing it the other day, and the Necromantic Dragon zombie or Necromantic, yeah. Man, he was tall, and I'm like, like I still have to figure out how to do Galactus on video because I want to do him on video. I think he's going to require just airbrushing, or I'm just going to be painting him. It's going to look good, but okay. So we got those. Let's start off. Let me grab the next color. And these are light neutral, so I'm going to use the Tomb King tan on the next color. And this is where I was talking. I'm just going to hit those raised areas. Oop, oop. Nah, I don't think I can use that one. Let me get a new brush. Okay, that's good. I'll actually do it on the bone too. I'll tell you what, once I put that red in there, it's just gonna suck that up. Yeah. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna brighten that I'm gonna leave the pillar mostly. Like I'll hit the like rocks and stuff that I want to bring out brighter, but I'm gonna leave most of them. I think the color of that. But you do what you want to do. If you have this model, now a very cool model. You can still buy these ones. Now, I started painting the. Pretty much got almost everything for the Horizon Zero Dawn game, and that seemed pretty cool. Small minis, way smaller, but the enemies are decent size. So all I'm doing is hitting where I want the brighter lines to come out. I probably won't do too much highlights on these. I'm not one to highlight 10 to 15 times brighter. I think it looks good with 2 or 3. Now, I see people like, oh, you gotta keep layering it up, keep layering. Yeah, you can, but to be honest, I I think 1 or 2 layers and then you're looking okay. Like, I don't think everything needs to be 100 layers of color just so you want it to make it pop on it. You can make, like, just look what I'm doing. I'm just taking the color. I might go up 2 more levels, but I'm just, hitting the top part where I want it to hit, and it's looking good. Now, I'm not trying to, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to, like, make it like, I must have hit it now. Took all my paint off. But yeah, I'm just trying to hit these just to give it a little bit more liveliness. And I'm supposed to like hit it from the shadow one way, but I mean, I imagine a celestial being. The light's coming everywhere. I mean, it's just shining both of them. I get my hands a second. It might be 2 more videos to get this done at this rate. My hands are not cooperating right now. But I am destined to get this model done today, and I will get 1 video uploaded tomorrow, and I will have 3 more to finish for the week after. But that's all I'm trying to do. Like, I think it looks good already. Yeah. Again, I'm just putting paint on. And I'm gonna grab the other color. So this will be the 3rd level up for lightness. And this one's skeleton bone, so it'll give it more of a. There's the level lightness. So I start with the dark. Second, now I'm on the 3rd one. Oh boy. So then I've noticed with these, and you'll hear me scuffling around. They tend to clog even after you have them stored decently. But just take a needle, poke the top, and just squeeze out a little bit. Seems to be the best way. I've squeezed a couple and they blasted all over my thing, which not fun. Yeah, see, I don't think I have to go past that. Like, it looks good right there. Ooh, I almost grabbed the wrong one. That's giving me enough highlight that I'm more than satisfied with that. This one, I think I'm just gonna do the edge right there. Man, it is looking nice. We'll do the back first. Yeah. Yeah, I really wish I had more people at my job to talk about like minis and stuff, but I don't. Yeah, this looks nice. I like this. Oh, this is making me happy. I want to put him in the next game like right away. Like we fight him. I know they can be defeated, but yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna hit everywhere on it, but I will do like the edges. Yeah, like the top where the brick is. So the way I look at this pillar is like kind of like terracotta. So like it would just shatter. Yeah. So I think you know what I want to do. I want to add just a little bit on his bones right here. I don't think I added anything to be honest. I'm just wiping a dry brush on my mini. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Yeah, that looks nice. And I don't usually do washes anymore. Used to, but now I don't really do washes. Started with washes, and now I just kind of do my thing. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna get the red speed paint. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the orb. I'm gonna do that. I'll probably do his tongue and the red. And I'll do that deceased then. And the reason I do that is because I have reds that will lighten it up, but it also you'll kind of see when I put it on. It's not that I'm trying to use the speed paint, but it's just it gives it a nice base to start with, in my opinion. Oh yeah. Wow. That just pops. Helps get the coverage. I want to say it helps gives you the coverage to paint the other colors. That's what I will say. In my opinion, that's what I feel I'm doing with the speed paint. I'm just applying it to get coverage for the other paints to go on nice and smooth. Yeah. And let's just touch this area. I still gotta do the gray rock, but I think I might just leave it as is and paint the base, and I think it'd be done. Because technically the rock is dry brushed, so I mean it looks good. I may be hitting some of the bone just because I have some of the green on it, so I'm trying to just get it to. Yeah, it looks good. Then we'll do the real red. It actually looks pretty good all together. Man. Oh, Red Pagoda. I think that's what this is called. But yeah. I mean, it may look hard and like bad, but when I put the other colors on to paint it, it'll like you'll see it cover more. It'll look better. So it'll look rough now, but like when you put the other colors on, it will. I'm surprised he doesn't have more dead things on him. Unless I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. Alright, his eyeball. Let's do the tongue first. That looks pretty cool. The other key is not to overload your brush with speed paint so it just floods it. I have enough speed paint on there that it's getting everything, and then I'll go back over either. I think what I'll do is I'll take a dry brush and I'll just do the pink, but do the yeah. I think honestly, I think I might just add just a yellow dot in there. But yeah. Okay, so far that's the base. That's the color. That looks amazing. Now we do need another red. So, and what I'll do is I'll probably do a couple reds. I don't have the pink line yet for like pink, so I know I can mix some with orange and it mix pretty good. Honestly, that right there would be. Yeah, so what I did is I just took the lighter red and I just kind of slapped it over his tongue and I'm going to let it dry because it didn't mix very well. And then the orb. So I'm going to darken that with the darkener because I want the light to be coming. Yeah, we can do the whole thing like that. It's okay. Just gotta be careful not to hit. This is where your brush control comes in handy. So I think this might actually be the last video, guys, for this abomination. Yeah, happy. Yeah, I've got a whole abomination done. And it looks amazing. Let's just go red right there too. This looks amazing. Like I impress myself sometimes. Now with the blood, I just kind of go in, touch different spots. And then this pagoda, I think what we'll do is we'll just mix a brown and a red. See if I can just. I don't know. Kind of changing the color as I go with this one. The little building or the little hut, a little lamp, which was fine. We're at the 25-minute mark. Let's see. That was that one. Dragon red. The orb's not dry yet, and I definitely want to show you guys that on stream. So, get the handy paper towel out. That's usually what I have when I wipe my brushes off. See, now I'm trying to get them done, so I'm trying to like, okay, instead of one more video, we're gonna go with this is it. This is the final one. If I could just get that to dry a little. On this, we're just gonna dab in a little bit here, there. Just kind of bringing that red out. Same thing on his tongue. Now it looks a lot, but once it dries, it'll look pretty cool. My wife is calling me, so it's okay if the red goes a little past his mouth because he is a zombie. He is you know, I think that's actually supposed to be a flame, but that's okay. I'm gonna hit this a little bit more just to hit that red. Now all I'm doing is just kind of hitting the red around the skin to kind of make it look more grotesque. Oh, I totally forgot a whole bit of dead skin right here. Oh, that's okay. Just there we go. Problem is, once you wet your brush, it doesn't like to come back. Yeah, there we go. Just to tone it down just a slightly hair. Get a little bit more red in there. And then let's see if we can get this nice. I'm not good at glazing, but I'm still trying to figure out how to thin my paints down 100% good. And then, but usually like stuff like that, I will wet blend. So we're gonna grab the other three colors because I might as well. So I'm just gonna skip that third one. Okay, I'm gonna use the same brush and basically just create. I know it might be hard because I'm not giving it enough time to dry, but yeah. Also wet blend so I can see if it can give me a nicer effect. Kind of also make it try to look like I've done the wet blending with like smoke and like flames. And that looks pretty good most of the time. I'm just kind of dabbing around on it. Trying to get it smooth. Yep. Just trying to air it out now. I'm just going to edge highlight that a little bit. I like that. Yeah, I think that looks okay. It's that big blob of paint right there that, oh, not everything's perfect in life. So what I'll do is just hit the outside of his tongue. Get an fancy and trying to speed it up. I remember to. This is supposed to be fun. I'm trying to rush it to get it done. Okay, so that kind of calm a little bit. I'd like to get that. I still gotta practice my orbs. Do I have any white paint over here? Oh yeah, do have that white. Perfect. It's gonna make it a pinkish color though. Which means I should, I'll give it like a little pinkish hue. Oh, we should have some yellow on that. This is where I'm getting crazy. Now I'm just throwing colors in because I want to. Yeah. This is what's wrong with a lot of people. Yeah, we're just gonna start mixing some yellow on that. That'll get it nice. Like it's glowing almost. On fire, maybe? Oh, I still gotta do the finishing touches. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just It was one of those things where it's like, well, I was gonna keep it red, but now it's like it looks a little better that way. I need to let it dry, but I'm trying to. Oh hell! Oh, the video's still going. Okay, I thought. I'm just trying to get it a little better. This one's gonna be a little bit longer, but I'm trying to. Just trying to let it wait. Basically, I'm doing like a tapping. There are some cool gradient colors on this thing, so I mean, it does look good, and I'm happy with that. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to now get one solid layer. Yeah, I like that. That looks cool. I'm happy. Okay. Now to add the final little touch of yellow on his eye. And do his base. There we go. Take him off the handle. And this AK black marker, awesome for bases. That's it. He is done. Ooh, got a little bit on. I'll never see that. So that's basically hit where I can't get to with the stones. But the second abomination I have fully painted. And more to come. So if you like what you see in the videos that you watch, yeah, you make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I mean, if you're excited as I am about this, then like I said, I'm sorry, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll give you a full video show. I'm just trying to get out of the. Okay. And there he is. And I'll put that so the light hits him. Actually, I'll bring down my light. Yeah, there he is. The Azure Dragon. 100% done. Looks fantastic. Ready for Zombicide White Death. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. I just showed you how to paint it. If you like the colors I use, then you can follow along with it. If you want to see minis that you haven't seen before, hit me up in the comments. I'll respond back as much as I can. But yeah, that's it. That's the abomination for the Celestial Dragon. So stay tuned for more abominations. Stay tuned for more minis. And yeah, this is Hobbyist Miniature Chronicles. See you next time.